Hey, what's up, everyone? Going to do a quick little scope here for you because, off night there. What's going on, everyone? If you're tuning in for the broadcast or for the for the replay, welcome. If you're joining live, welcome as well. Had a rough night last night, and some of you may or may not have already heard about that. And I'll fill you in on that and what I learned about websites, that is. I just wanted to do a quick little scope here. I'm doing a live workshop today too. Wanted to do a quick little reminder there. And let's get some names going, where you're calling from. I'll give a couple of shout outs, and then I'll kind of talk a little bit about things that happened, things that I learned, and all that stuff. Hey, Stefan from Long Island, what's up? Let's see, looks like Dallas. I'm not sure where you're calling from, Dallas. Tampa, Florida. Leave your name if you can. Blake or Kevin from Chicago, Brian, Austin, Texas, Andy from Kentucky, Ellie in Charlotte. Hey, Ellie. Brent from Cedar Hill, Texas, Kay from Montreal, Jeff, Pittsburgh, Kimberly in Las Vegas, Kevin from Tampa. What is going on, everyone? And shouldn't you be at work? It's 12:30. Are you guys on your lunch break or something? Mike in Dallas. Dion from Greece. Hey, Scott. Ebony from Charlotte. Hey, Ebony, what's going on? Yikes, it must have been rough getting HostGator problem fixed. Hey, you're not supposed to give that away yet, Rebecca. No, it's fine. Vancouver, Canada. Work from home. That's Jeff. Okay, cool. Jay from Memphis. First scope. Only signed up because of Scott. Whoa, I'm blown away by that. Thank you so much. Perfect timing. How long is the workshop? It is approximately a couple hours, actually. I work in the evening, self-employed, developer, work from home, Rod from Las Vegas. Awesome. I was wondering what kind of time frame would be good. Obviously, I wanted to do this a little bit before the live workshop, which I'm going to be doing here. I'm preparing for right now. That's the screen that you've seen when you first got on here. Nathan from Indiana. I've been super busy this morning, and a lot of it is recovering from what had happened last night, in a sense. I got a couple of emails in the afternoon from HostGator. Jesse from Mount Dora, Florida. Hey, I was at Mount Dora not too long ago. Love that place. And it is Jesse, I believe. Yeah, Jesse. So had a rough night. Our website went down. We were told that possibly it could have been server issue because of the amount of traffic. I'm still trying to figure out. There's nothing been really that much of a difference as far as, yes, we're getting a lot of traffic, but it hasn't been nothing new yesterday that would have blasted that. So I'm not really sure what happened, but it taxed their server. They basically put my website on hold, redirecting people to a 505 page, all of that stuff. So I was in a little bit of a panic because we do have a workshop going on today, and a lot of those links go through the website. Not to mention, I had a really special guest that I wanted to publish today on the podcast, and my podcast gets published through my blog. So the blog gets updated, scheduled, and then from there, it feeds into iTunes and Stitcher and all of that stuff. If you guys did not listen to today's episode, I urge you to do that. I'm going to talk a little bit why it's so important to listen to that interview I did with Kate Erickson from Entrepreneur on Fire, or eofire.com. Kate's Take. She has a podcast. She is one of the main content producers and people behind eofire.com, which is a very successful podcast and blog and all of that. So I asked her to come on because she does a lot with just getting stuff done, creating systems and processes and all of that stuff. And I've been listening to her podcast, which is Kate's Take. And she does talk a lot about that. One of the things that I could share with you right now, which helped me tremendously, is, and you can listen to the interview as well, but and if you wanted to listen to that, go to theamazingseller.com. It's the very first post on the homepage. But basically, she talks about theming your days. That helped me so much. Have you ever been kind of thinking to yourself, all right, what am I going to knock out today, right? Now, whether you do a full-time job or a part-time job, however you do it, you're going to block out some time to work on your business, right? And you have all of these different things that you want to do. I'm assuming that's what I do, right? I have all of these things. Well, what she kind of talks about is theming your day. So this way here, Mondays, you do this, Tuesdays, you do this, Wednesdays, you do this, and so on. So I'll give you an example. Monday, for me, I have blocks of time in the morning, mainly from 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock. And the reason why I block out that period of time is because my daughter and my kids go to school by 9 o'clock. I'm usually home, ready to go and ready to start doing whatever I'm going to do for the day at 9 o'clock a.m. All right. And I know that up until 2 o'clock, I'm safe, where I will not be interrupted, and I'll have all of that time to really focus. Now, I can push that to about 3 o'clock, because that's when my daughter gets out of school. She's usually home by 3:30. Then from there, I usually try not to do too much other than maybe an hour's worth of emailing, because I try to hold off on doing that until the end of the day, if I can help it. And then I'm only really taking an hour away from the family at that point. And then I try to really block out the evening for dinner and just the normal everyday, like just hanging out with kids and talking and all of that stuff. Doesn't always work out that way because, well, things happen, right? I'm working on other things in my business that have deadlines, and I have to deviate from that, which I don't like to do. But anyway, theming has helped me. Like Mondays is all mapped out. And one of the main themes there for that is obviously I have the blocks of time in the morning where I check my Amazon stuff and all of that, do any sourcing, I'll do any communications, all of that stuff, and usually about an hour's worth of time. Sometimes 2 hours depending, but that's my theme, right? The theme for that day is that. Then I take another hour and then I start outlining what I'm going to do for Tuesday's podcasts. Then that way I'm all set up so I can, hit the ground running on Tuesday. So really that's that. Then I also start doing any type of outreach that I want to do as far as like reaching guests like Kate Erickson. I'll do emails to people that I want to have on the show. So that's Mondays. Monday is really kind of setting things up for the following day. And I have the blocks of time in there, like an hour where I'm going to be working mandatory on the Amazon business, sometimes 2 hours. And then Tuesday is blocked out mainly for recording. I usually record 3 to 4 episodes on a Tuesday. That's all I'm going to do for that allotted time for those hours, and so on. So you can see blocking what you want to get done. Today's workshop is going to talk all about chunking everything down as far as the different phases. So if you're brand new, this is going to be perfect for you. If you're not brand new, it's still going to be perfect because you're at different stages. Jack Dorsey is known for following daily themes too. He's CEO of both Twitter and Square. Yeah, 100%. I mean, the bigger players, the successful people are usually, they're pretty good at systematizing and pretty much coming up with processes and all that stuff, but they're also good at breaking down things and then focusing on that one thing, at a specific time. But today I'm going to be talking about the 5 phases for launching a product. Next time you can do a live workshop on Monday or Tuesday. I want to join but never have a chance. We did one on a Tuesday a couple weeks ago, I think it was. But we'll definitely consider that. Right now, it looks like our schedule is going to be today, which is Wednesday at 3 o'clock. And then we're going to do Thursdays from here on out for the rest of the month. And then one will be at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so that way we can hit those people that want to come that can't come to this one. And then we'll flip it back over to a 3 p.m. Eastern time. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of people tuning in from all over the world, and our 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time is their nighttime, or their 9 o'clock or whatever. So we're doing this to try to accommodate everyone. And a lot of you have been asking if we're doing replays. We have done some replays in the past. We are not going to be offering them right now for a couple different reasons. The one main reason is we want to get you on live so we can actually talk and interact live, okay? Because when you come live, you usually come with a different mindset. And a lot of this business has to do with mindset. That's number one. Number two is we're able to answer the questions, and then we can kind of reduce the amount of questions we're going to be asked later. Because what happens if we do a replay, then we get a whole nother day or two's worth of questions. And literally, I'm sitting down for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just answering questions via email. And it's a lot of time. So I'm trying to reduce that. And by doing, at least one workshop every week or every other week, it allows people to jump in on different ones when you can. It doesn't mean that you have to show up for that one. So that's really the reason why we're not doing it. So as of right now, today, we are not going to be recording. It'll be recorded, but not necessarily going to be aired. It's recording just as a backup, just in case something happens to the feed. We have to get it back up. But other than that, it's going to be deleted after the fact, and we're just going to be doing these live. So I can't stress how important it is to be live too, because you're more engaged and you are taking it more seriously. A lot of people with a replay, it's like you'll get to it when you get to it. Now, I want you to focus on these 5 phases, and I want you to literally take action. Whatever you can do to take action from one of these bits or pieces that we share, that's going to be everything. Again, going back to the processes and systems and all of that stuff and chunking things down. That's all I'm all about that. So for me to say, like, you're in the product research phase, stay there. Do not jump to the product promotion phase. All right, I would urge you not to do that. So that's my my little discussion there, my little rant on that. But I did want to invite you to that. If you have not signed up yet, you still can. Let's see, the workshop is it's 12:39 now that I'm recording this. It will be starting at about 2:45 p.m. I'll be welcoming people on just like this. We'll be doing some live, like hellos. And then from there, we're going to start right at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That'll be 12 p.m. Pacific time. And we'd love to have you. We've got over 700 people already signed up to join us, which is awesome. And I'm assuming now, after I've just sent an email and I'm doing this, we'll probably hit 800 to 1,000. So I love it when we can fill the room up. It gets people excited about this entire business model, and it also allows you to know that there is resources for you to reach out to people. I mean, perfect example is the private Facebook group, the public Facebook group. That one there is totally free, and it has like-minded people of over almost 12,000. We're about 11,800 and some. So we're going to hit 12,000 in the next day. There's a ton of people there that are willing to help and share, and that can be found at theamazingseller.com/FB, F as in Frank, B as in boy. James back again from Saudi. Hey, Scott. Hey, what's going on, James? Great podcast on freedom fasting with Ryan Moran. Loved hearing your perspective on TAS audience. Awesome. Glad that you enjoyed that. It was basically me just talking about, why I decided to do the podcast and how it's went from nothing to something, and how I'm genuinely just out there teaching and reaching people that I want to be surrounded by, like you guys showing up right now that are tapping, giving the love, giving the hearts, which you guys are awesome, by the way. Everyone that's leaving hearts on there by tapping on the screen is awesome. You guys are awesome. All right. And that's really what I talked about is creating an audience of people or a group of people that I would genuinely want to have at a barbecue, that we can come hang out and just literally talk about anything. Particularly we're talking about business, but I usually talk about business with a lot of people that come to my house, whether it comes up by me talking about it or them asking questions. It just happens. It's just something I'm passionate about. So, because I know that what it's done to my life, I know what it's done to other people that I'm friends with lives, and I just know what can happen. Funny, I was tapping to figure out how to turn that off. If you tap it, you can add hearts. And the cool thing is I can see how many hearts are being left at the end of the broadcast. So I'm watching you guys. I know who's the diehard fans here. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So if you guys didn't listen to the podcast today, I urge you to do that. It's a really, really good episode. Kate Erickson rocks. She is awesome. And I would also say check out her podcast. It's Kate's Take, and really, really good stuff. She's awesome. And and I follow pretty much everything what she talks about, and I'm learning all the time. Someone shared a great resource about top 10 blogs for FBA. FBA group has great value. Yes, it does. Absolutely. So that's constantly growing, and you're more than welcome to participate in there as well. And I would recommend that. If you join a group like that, participate. Don't just take content, take it, learn, get results, and then come back and share. It's, when you help people, good things will happen. It will. It's worked for me for a very long time. So that's really what I wanted to share. The other thing I just wanted to mention was the website right now is technically back up and running, but man, it was scary. I was on with HostGator last night for over 2 hours, and we finally got it fixed. I had to put my foot down and get a little nasty, but I knew that I needed to get that back up and running. But it also made me realize that I need to get on a dedicated server, and that basically just means that I'm not going to be sharing web hosting with anyone other than my own website. So I need to do that ASAP. ASAP. We're already working on that, and hopefully it'll be a smooth transition. But hey, just to let you know that I'm battling little obstacles here every single day, but I'm here again to tell you about it and to tell you that I'm still smiling and saying, hey, things happen. Let's move on. Do you drive sales outside of Amazon or just AMZ? Right now, just using Amazon internal pay-per-click and using a few external promotions, but really I'm using the platform inside of Amazon. See you on the workshop. Yeah, I'll see you there. I'll be there in a little while. So yeah, come on over and check that out. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm getting excited just thinking about it. I got a coffee coming, though. You guys asked me if I get energized and lit up from drinking coffee. I usually don't, but I do love a cup of coffee. My wife actually just went out to get a cup of coffee, and I said, hey, bring me back one because I'm going to be doing this live workshop, and I want to be fired up. So she is going to bring it to me. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I do love my coffee. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's kind of happened. I did miss the scope yesterday, and the reason why is because I was on the phone with HostGator. I probably should have did one of me being on the phone with HostGator, but I just didn't do it for some reason, but I missed a day. So I apologize for that. I know I said I wanted to try to do one of these once a day, just even to jump on and say, hey, got any questions? I'll fire them away for 10 minutes. I'll sit here and answer questions. And I plan on doing that in the future. One last thing. If you guys wanted to share this scope or, my particular following, just swipe the screen either to the right to get that little share icon up, and you can go ahead and share this with your followers or with your Twitter followers. Or if you're on an Android, swipe up. You can do the same thing. If you're not currently following me, click on the little buddy icon down below, click on that, and then click follow. Let people know about the scope if you think that they are going to resonate with me and with you. Because I only want to attract people that I genuinely want to hang out with. I can't stress that enough. All right. I don't care if my audience is small. I want it to be of people that they would genuinely want to sit with me at a coffee shop and just rap about business. All right. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, share this on other Facebook groups if you think that they'll find value from it. I do also record most of these and post them. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up when I go to Mount Dora. I'll probably be announcing that if I do head back there, which I may. But yeah, so I have a link that I created for the scopes, the recorded ones. You can go to theamazingseller.com/scope. All right, guys, I got to get running here. I got a couple of odds and ends I got to work on for the actual workshop that I'm doing. A couple of slides here I got to update with some numbers and some details. So if you want to join me on that in a little bit, less than a couple hours, you can head over to theamazingseller.com/workshop. If you're on my email list, you'll also get a notification about that about 15 minutes before. And I would definitely try to show up at least 15 minutes before. All right. I got late to the party, but I'll watch the recap. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and anyone that is watching the replay, you guys can still tap on the screen and give love. You can do it. I know you can. All right. So have an amazing day, guys. If I don't see you on the live workshop, just, keep pushing forward. You're going to run into obstacles, just like I did last night with my website. You are too. Just keep pushing forward. And I mean, you guys know, right? I'm going to say it. I'm here for you. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you, but you have to do what? What do you got to do? Come on, I'm listening. You guys can type it down below. What do you got to do? There we go. Awesome. Yes, take action. Take action and you will get results, right? I took action last night. I picked up the phone. I talked to HostGator and I got my site back online, right? Take action. All right, guys, we'll see you in a little while on the workshop, or I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Listen to that podcast too, by the way, today. It's awesome, and it will definitely inspire you and give you some techniques and strategies to get more stuff done during the day, or during the times that you want to block out to get stuff done. All right, take care. See y'all later.